On this day of July 19th, 2013, everything was going well at the Cedar Point amusement park, Ohio. The air was filled with the sounds of laughter and the clattering of rides. Among the crowd, a group of people was eagerly awaiting in line for their turn on Shoot the Rapids, one of the attractions at the park. But unfortunately, a joyful day turned into a tragic evening for those people at Cedar Point. The Shoot the Rapids ride malfunctioned, causing a boat on the ride to accidentally go backwards down a hill and flip over in the water, injuring all 7 persons on board. This is the story of a tragic incident that took place at Cedar Point Shoot the Rapids ride on 19th July 2013. It injured 7 people because of a malfunctioned boat rolling backwards down a hill and flipping over in the water. The brand new Canyon Carver Shoot the Rapids at Cedar Point had 2 big drops and 2,100 feet of rough rapids. Many people were waiting in line to ride the Shoot the Rapids ride on the bright evening, but all of a sudden a mishap took place. Shoot the Rapids was a long flume water ride that used to be at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. The ride was built and designed by a company called IntaRide, which is a division of Intamin. Shoot the Rapids was a Western-themed water ride with 2 different drops, the second of which went under the first. Shoot the Rapids ride had 2 drops, and the tallest of the drops would be 85 feet, 26 meters, and the shorter of the drops would be 49 feet, 15 meters. When it opened, it was one of the largest water rides in the world, but both drops were only 45 degrees. The ride would have a fun theme of a moonshine business in the Wild West. Interestingly, the ride was originally made for people who were under 42 inches tall. Before the ride opened, the height limit would be raised to 46 inches with an adult and 48 inches to ride alone. The ride was built during the off-season, and it was first finished in the spring of 2010. It was supposed to open on May 15th, 2010, but this didn't happen because of technical problems with the ride, such as the boats being too big for the trough and unbalanced when full. The ride finally opened on June 15, 2010, more than a month late. People had mixed feelings about it, with some saying it was too scary because of its steepness. The ride was made by Intamin. The first time Intamin did business with Cedar Fair was in 1979, but because of a tragic accident in 2013 and Shoot the Rapids' failure, would be the last dealings for Cedar Fair and Intamin, and the 2 companies would never work together again. By the ride's 3rd season in 2013, the number of riders was much lower than expected, and most tourists had already forgotten it was there. But it wasn't long before Shoot the Rapids was in the news again, but this time for a different reason. On Friday, July 19, 2013, at 6:40 p.m., a boat with 7 people on board left the station. It went as usual for the first lift of the ride. When the boat reached the first lift hill and connected with the lift chain, there was a loud crack. The lift chain was breaking. If this had happened on any other ride, the ride would have stopped and the riders would have been safely evacuated from the base of the lift. However, the Shoot the Rapids boat had not yet reached the lock point of the T-shaped upstop bar, so only gravity was holding the boat to the track. When the workers saw what happened, many of them jumped into the ride area to try to turn the boat back over. A few park visitors joined them, and with the help of about 10 people, they were able to flip the boat over. By this time, the ride workers had e-stopped the ride, but unlike other Intamin water rides, this only cut the power to the ride and did not drain the water from the troughs. Those injured 7 people were taken to the first aid stations in the park. All of them except one were then let go, and the one who needed more care was taken to the Firelands Regional Medical Center. There were no long-term accidents among the riders. After the accident, the waters were closed for good. Park workers and IT people could be seen working on the Shoot the Rapids lift hills in late July and early August 2013. However, the rapids would not open again in 2013. Before the ride reopened in 2014, it was changed. A proximity sensor was added to the beginning of the locking bar to make sure the boats always followed the bar. If they didn't, the ride would stop automatically. The control system was also changed so that more than one boat couldn't be on a lift at the same time. Because of these changes, the crash that happened in 2013 couldn't happen on Shoot the Rapids after 2014, as per the authority. But it happened again. Cedar Point stated on February 20, 2016, at the park's annual Winter Chill Out off-season tour, that the ride would be taken down because not enough people used it. By the time Cedar Point opened for the 2016 season, Shoot the Rapids were removed. Only parts of the Shoot the Rapid ride's concrete station building and a few themed pieces were left. Shoot the Rapids would be the last really bad ride that Cedar Fair and Intamin have made together. If they were concerned about the safety of the riders, they would check and improve the safety measures of the ride earlier, and thus the accident could be prevented. Leave a comment and a like on this video if you are interested in learning more about similar incidents. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to see more videos like this one in the future.